What is up, everybody? If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jessica from Etta Jane's Vintage, and here on this channel we like to focus on thrifting, vintage, sustainable fashion, and a little bit of random content in between. If that is something that you're interested in, then you definitely come to the right place. And before we even jump into the video, you already know what to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Now this haul is a little bit different than my normal thrift hauls because today we're going to be doing an accessories haul. In my hauls I usually talk about clothing items, but if you know, you know. Accessories definitely can make or break your outfit, and it's also one of my favorite things to thrift when I go to thrift stores or vintage stores. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I picked up recently, probably within the last few months, both at some thrift stores, and also a few things came from Poshmark, and I think I also had maybe like 1 or 2 items from some vintage shops. So I'll be able to show you all those things today. First thing we're going to start off with is hats. I have 2 hats to show you. One is a visor, and I'll show you that one first. It is this green visor here. It's super cute. I love the color, and if you know, the green color is definitely in for this summer season. Also it was in for the spring, of course, but for sure for the summer. So I thought this was really cute, and I wanted to pick this up to be able to wear like at the beach or at the pool. You could also do like a country club look if you're wearing this with like a polo shirt and maybe some cute Bermuda shorts. So I definitely wanted to pick this up, and I'll pop in a picture here somewhere so you can see how I wore it at the pool. But I thought it looked super cute, and especially if you're wearing like big curly hair, if you want to do like a pineapple situation and have your hair out of the top of this, that would be really cute. Okay, the next hat that I picked up is this blue hat here. It definitely kind of gives like a Hillary Banks vibe, and I thought this would be really cute when I go to style my pictures for Etsy, especially if I'm trying to go for like a 90s look with all the suits that I usually pick up. So you can kind of get a sense here of what that looks like. It doesn't fit that good over this wig, but if your curls are like a little bit smaller than this, or even if you pull it on a little bit tight, this will be really cute as well. Okay, next thing we'll move into the belts. So I have 3 belts that I'm going to show you. The first one that I'm going to show you I actually purchased from a vintage shop which is close to me, and the name of the vintage shop is called Yes Baby Vintage. They've been open maybe, I would say, I guess all this year, but they are pretty new. But I did stop in there one day and they were having a really good sale. But also this belt that I bought, it was priced really well. It wasn't on sale, but it was only 10 bucks, and it is this red belt, and it has this cool like silver and gold buckle on the front. It also has these stones in here which kind of look like turquoise. I'm not sure if it's real, but it definitely is like Southwestern inspired, and it has all these other little emblems around it. There's like birds and other stuff, maybe like arrowheads. So this one is really cute, and I believe I only paid $10 for this one. It is real leather, and I'm trying to see if it says maybe where it was made. It doesn't say where it was made, but you can definitely tell there was probably somewhere like in the South or New Mexico, Texas, something like that. So I definitely wanted to pick this up, and it's super unique. I don't think you'll ever be able to find anything like this in a store or like fast fashion, so this was a good find. All right, the next belt I picked up is actually a belt that I bought when I was thrifting in Detroit a few months ago. That is where I'm from, if you don't know. And this belt is really cute. It definitely hits that color block trend. We all know that color block is super in for the season, so this one I definitely had to pick up. And it has a ton of colors on here. It has red, this kind of like pink color, yellow, purple, and then more like a magenta colored pink. So I definitely wanted to pick this up, and it is by the brand The Leather Shop, if you can see that. And this one I believe I paid like $2.99 for, so this one was really cute too, and I'm glad I was able to find it. Okay, and then the last belt that I picked up came from the Salvation Army. Now, I don't go to the Salvation Army as much here in Los Angeles because I feel like the quality of items that they have and the selection is not usually that great. Well, at least the ones that I've been to. But I did happen to stop at one that was near me just because I was in the area. And when I walked in, I happened to see this baby here. And it is this lime green belt. It has this gold buckle on the front that kind of gives you like seashell vibes, and it also is a vintage St. John belt, so I thought that was really good. And it's crazy because when I walked in there, the belts are the first thing that they have, and it was just sitting there right on the front. So I don't know if it wasn't really people's vibe or if they just didn't really know what it was, but when I saw it, I grabbed it. I definitely had to pick this up. And when I went, actually, now that I think about it, I think it was a holiday, so they were having 50% off everything, so this was 50% off, and I believe I paid maybe like $2 or $3 for it, so that was a really good deal for something super cute like this. And this green color again is what we're looking at this summer season, so it's definitely on trend. Next, I'm going to move into the handbags because I'm sure that's the part that you all have been waiting on. The first bag that I picked up was this super cute like red maroon colored bag with this bamboo handle at the top. It definitely was giving me Gucci vibes. If you've seen the Gucci bags that have the bamboo handles on the top, well, they don't all, but some of them do give you the same kind of feel and vibe. And when I first saw it hanging up, I was like, oh shoot, is that Gucci? But then once I started looking at it, I'm like, oh no, that's definitely Fucci. But you know, it's still super cute. It has these two pockets here, and then it also has a pocket here in the back. It is real leather. It looks like it is, you know, it doesn't have a brand on it, but you can definitely tell just by the way it feels that it is definitely real leather, and it is super good quality. It also is a nice size. It's not super small like the mini bags, but it's not too big, so it's really easy to carry and will fit a lot of the things that you need. All right, sticking with the color bags trend, and that's one thing that you're going to notice in this haul is that most of the bags that I'm going to show you are colorful bags, which are really good for the summer season. But the next bag that I picked up is this orange bag here. It does have this like kind of like a half moon shape, or it does have like a more unique shape, which is definitely in right now, especially when it comes to like the shoulder style bags. And this one does have the gold hardware. It has this little tassel on there that I thought was really cute, and it is also pretty roomy inside, so you can see in there. And this is by the brand Great American Leather Works. And I also of course picked this one up at the thrift store. I forget the price on this one, but it was definitely like less than $10, probably between like $5 and $7, which I don't think you can go wrong for a good leather bag, which was in super good condition. There's no marks on here that I can see, or not anything that's super noticeable, so I was happy to find this as well. All right, next bag that I picked up is this green bag here. It also does have that unique kind of shape here, which we're seeing a lot with the trend. Of course, it's green because one, green's my favorite color, and again, green is the color of the season. This bag definitely reminds me of the style bags. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with the style bags, but they always have super uniquely shaped bags, and they have some that definitely give the same kind of shape, especially with this handle going up and having a little bit more structure. It is pretty big, to be honest, but I like that, especially if that's the look that I'm going for. Inside of here, I've got this little fan, and it is pretty roomy. It has this blue lining, and this one I actually picked up from Poshmark. I believe I only paid $5 for this bag, and what was cool about this seller is that she actually threw in like a free item with the order, which was another bag. It was actually a black Via Spiga leather bag, but it wasn't really my style, so I just donated that one. But the fact that she sent 2 bags for $5 and 2 leather bags and really good quality, I thought was excellent. So So definitely check out Poshmark if you're looking for some unique kind of bags at really good prices with some good quality. I always check on Poshmark if there's something specific that I'm looking for that I haven't found at the thrift store, so that's definitely a good place to look as well. All right, the next bag that I picked up is this super cute bag. It kind of reminds you of like a lunch bag almost, or like a lunch tote, but I love the colors and the pattern on here. I also really like the handle on it. I'll get up a little bit closer so you can see the detail of the handle. And this one was $1.99, so it was super cheap. It also is really roomy. It also is really roomy inside. I mean, this is the kind of bag that you can take with you like on a picnic, to the beach. You also could take it to the movies. I think this would be a good movie snack bag, if you know what I mean. Put your burgers and fries in here. Maybe some type of little drink or whatever you want to add, but this is definitely one of those bags that gives you a lot of room that you can put in whatever you want. So I definitely want to pick this up as well. Next bag that I picked up is this really cute pink bag. It is super structured. It is real leather. It has this like silver buckle detail on the front with a top handle, and top handles are also really in for bags right now. When I saw this bag, before I even kind of got up close, when I saw it from afar, I was thinking like, this bag looks like it is really good quality, or that it may be something a little bit more expensive. And when I looked up the brand is called Tosca Blue. It is made in Italy, but when I looked up the brand, I saw that they do sell this brand at like Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack, and the bags usually run around like $100 or $200. So once I got home, I was like, oh, I can tell with the quality that this is something that is a little bit more expensive. This is what the inside looks like. It has my stuff in here because I have used this recently, and I'll show you a picture somewhere here on the screen of how I styled this bag. But I was definitely excited to find this, especially in this kind of like powder pink color, which I think is really good for the summer season. All right, the next bag that I picked up is also from Poshmark, and it is this super cute color block bag. It is leather, and it's more like a bucket style bag. It has this like middle here that you can pull with the tassels. Oh yeah, here it is. Has this tassel here. There actually was one here, but it fell off, so I'm gonna have to put that back on. But it has these two tassels. Other than the other tassel missing, it is in really good condition, and I love all the colors. And I especially like this little basket weave part in the middle, which gives it a unique touch. It does have a strap here that you can adjust and just wear it kind of like this. It is also really roomy inside, if you can see here. And then it is by the brand SGR company, so it is a vintage purse. Of course, you can tell by the look. It does have a little snap here on the top, so you don't have to worry about your stuff falling out. But yeah, I thought this was super cute, and I believe for this one I paid maybe like 15 bucks. I actually didn't have to pay for it because I had sold some stuff on Poshmark, so I usually just keep my credits on there for when I want to shop. So I really didn't have to pay for it, but the price was $15. All right, this next bag is another bag that I picked up when I went thrifting back home in Detroit. And funny story about this bag is I actually saw one really similar here when I was thrifting in Los Angeles, but I decided to pass on it, and I kept thinking about the bag, so I went back to the thrift store to see if it was still there, and of course it was gone. So when I was back home, I went to I think I was at Value World, and I happened to come across this bag, and it is a vintage Liz Claiborne purse. And this one I have really been wearing a lot because it's super convenient. I like the crossbody strap. I like the crossbody strap. It also has these two pockets here, which are really convenient, and I can just kind of slide my phone in the back pocket. And then you can see here the inside with the vintage Liz Claiborne tag, if you can see that. This bag is from 1984, so this bag was made even before I was born, which is funny. But I love this purse, and I've definitely been getting a lot of wear out of it, and I believe I paid $5 for this, and it's definitely been worth it. I have used it a ton, so I definitely am getting my wear out of this one. And then the next bag that I'm going to show you, I actually did pick it up from that same vintage shop that I talked about earlier with the red belt. And with this bag, before I even show you, it is similar to the like Cult Gaia acrylic like marble bags. I have been eyeing the Cult Gaia version, especially the green one, because if you've seen it, you'll know that Rihanna made this bag super popular, but it's an older style and it's hard to find it anywhere, even on like your luxury resale shops like Vestiaire Collective or the Real. So I'm always keeping my eye out, but haven't been able to find one. So when I saw this bag at the vintage shop the first time, it was $100, and I'm like, I don't think I really want to pay $100 for this, even though it's something that I've been looking for. And even the Cult Gaia one is maybe like $300, so it's more than that. But I kept thinking about it, so I ended up going back, and they did actually give me a little bit of a discount on it, so I only ended up paying like $75. But it is this acrylic kind of like marble. I don't know if you would call it acrylic or if you would call it like lucite. Maybe not lucite, I'm not sure, but I would say it's acrylic. But it is super cute. It has this like gold clasp on the front that you lift up, and that's how you open the bag. It also has this gold hardware here around. It has the top handle, and it is pretty tiny in the inside. It has like a leather lining, and you can definitely tell it's vintage, because even the leather, you know, older leather, sometimes it gets a little bit hard, but it's not anything that I mind too much. But I thought that this one was super cute and definitely unique. You're not really going to see this a lot of places except for the Cult Gaia. I still do want the green Cult Gaia, but for now this one definitely scratched my itch, so I was happy to pick this one up. Alrighty then. So this last bag, and I know this is the one that you all have been waiting to see. I did find a designer bag when I went to the thrift store a few months ago, and this is not the first designer bag that I found at the thrift store, but it is maybe the only one that I found this year, I would say. And funny, when I was there, the thrift store that I went to, they always have a ton of purses and handbags, pretty much like a whole wall full. And usually when I go through the purses, I check the brighter colors. I'm not really checking in the black bags. I just happened to be walking past the black bags and happened to see something that looked, I mean, it looked designer, to be honest. And when I got up a little bit closer, I'm like, does that have F's on it? Like F for Fendi? And let me tell you, it was. And it is this black Fendi bag here. This is the Mama Baguette bag, and I will probably post some pictures here on the screen so you can see about how much this bag retails for. It is authentic. I paid $30 for it. I kept the tag on here so I can remember how much it cost, but it is super cute. And Fendi is super on trend right now. If you know, you know. How many times have I said that in this video today? But honestly, like, if you know, you know, and the vibes are real. So this bag I definitely had to pick up, and I was surprised that nobody had picked it up before me, because there were a few women over in the black handbag section that were just kind of looking through. So I just hurried up, swooped in, grabbed it. At that point I wasn't sure if it was real or not, but I definitely wanted to put it in my cart so I could walk around and check. So I mean, it has all the things that check out. Of course, the clasp here. It has the Fendi here on the side of the clasp. You might not be able to see that, but it's here. You can also see, of course, the Fendi print. It does have Fendi here on the side buckle. And then when you open it up in the inside, and I just have some paper stuffed in here, but in the inside it does have the Fendi tag here. And then inside of the pocket is usually where you will find the part that really helps you authenticate it, but this is the serial number as well. And then the lining has Fendi in here, And then also it has Fendi here on the clasp. I'm not sure if you can see that either, but it is here. So yeah, when I found this, I was like, oh shoot, like let me go ahead and grab that up, because I have been looking at getting a Fendi bag on like Vestiaire or the Real, and they're not like super pricey depending on which style you're looking for, but this one definitely is. This one will run you maybe like between $700 or $800. So when I saw this, I was like, sold. Even if it was $100 at the thrift store, I would have picked it up, but for $30, this was basically like getting this thing for free. So yeah, I was definitely happy to find this. This is not the first Fendi bag that I've thrifted. I actually thrifted one years ago, maybe two actually, years ago back in Detroit, but those are like vintage Fendi bags, so I don't have one that's like a little bit more modern. So yes, I did find a Fendi bag at the thrift store, and I am going to be rocking this thing. So if you see me with it, you don't have to like yell out and tell people I got it at the thrift store, or you can, because it'll just show how good of a master thrifter I am. So that was the end of the haul. Let me know down below which was your favorite bag. For me, I'm not sure if I have a favorite. I actually like all of them, so yeah, let me know what you think down below. Also, let me know if you like these accessories hauls, because this is something that I can keep doing for you all, especially because I always thrift accessories at the thrift store as well. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Until next time, bye.